Hey, YouTube. Hey, 13 Wham YouTube. We're on live right now talking about the weather for Thursday morning. And we're going to be chatting about that. So if you have any questions, please feel free to enter them right here as we're live right now. Trying to do some other things right now too, like sign into Facebook to let people know. So our weather, as you can see here, this is early Thursday morning. Right there, you can see that period of snow, ice, little freezing rain. So not like a huge amount here. Not too worried about it. But I'll put this into to motion for you for the next couple of hours here overnight. So yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of wintry weather for us to start the day on Thursday. So be leery of that. And that's the way it goes. So if you have any questions, log on here, hop on in. We'll chat about it. See if we can get some viewers here on the YouTube channel. And I know it's hard with a lot of people on YouTube right now, man. Everybody's on. Everybody's live on YouTube. So feel free to comment. I see a couple of people on here live right now. That's great. So morning commute, not going to be the worst event we've ever had, but certainly a little bit mixy and snowy early in the day. So that's what I want you just to be attentive to and watch out for. Okay. So please tell me where you're watching from, and we'll try to figure out what kind of weather you're going to get. Also, excuse me, I'm preoccupied trying to let people know on Facebook that I'm here on YouTube tonight. So I'm going to do that right now. Of course, something went wrong, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, so another thing I can look at here is we can look at temperatures, and I'm going to go in and show you some of the temperatures. Now, tonight we're cold. Current numbers are in the teens under a clear sky. But if you look there, you can see tomorrow morning we're in the low 20s. See how that little line there, that 32 starts creeping up? So that'll be in the afternoon hours. But before that, we're going to be pretty established chilly weather early in the day. Okay? So we're starting out on the chilly side tomorrow in the 20s, warming up into the teens. So you're looking at temperatures at the lowest levels right there on this map. I'll see if I can blow it up for you a little bit. See if that helps on the studio. Yeah, I think that helps a little bit. So yeah, this is what we got going on in Rochester for the morning hours tomorrow. And then as we go later in the week, one thing we're watching, I'll go a little bit wider out for this one. Let's see, just hit the U.S. here. This is just one of the data sets we look at. This is Saturday. You see that area of low pressure? Put it right there. Right there. That's Saturday. That's Saturday evening into Sunday. At that time, we might get a couple inches of snow, like Saturday night, Sunday. I think 3 to 6 kind of a setup is likely at that time. So that'll be into Saturday. And if we click on some other data sets, you can see they jive pretty well. If I put in a look at this is called the European model. And we'll show you what the Northeast looks like here. You can see several inches of snow. That's probably overdone, and that's a total amount from like tomorrow morning too. But there'll be a few inches developing over the weekend. And again, here's tomorrow. So one thing we look at in meteorology a lot is this one purple line there. It's 5,400 thickness line. That's that magical thickness number. Once that number gets a little higher, we know temperatures in that lowest, 500 millibars of the planet is too warm to support snow. So then we have different thickness levels from 850 millibars to 1,000. I think there's one that's 1,000 to 700. There's all these different thicknesses that matter. But this one in particular, that purple line there, you can see how that thing jumps up. See that purple line moving? That's the critical thickness value right there. And when we see that going north of us, we know that we're going to get some messy mix. And that's why this forecast will be, pretty accurate tomorrow. this is what the temperatures are about 5,000 feet up. And you can see right there that little 0 degree isotherm there, that little thumb that's coming in through Western New York. That will be that little nose of warm air working in. This is at cloud level. So we know that it won't be what we call a dendritic growth zone in the clouds tomorrow morning. It won't be a lot of snow. There'll be a lot of rain in the clouds. So then how cold is it down here to keep that rain freezing on contact? That's why there'll be some freezing rain, southern Finger Lakes. So there's all these different things we look at in the weather toolbox. So that's 850. We're going to look at 925 temperatures. So when we look at this and we see, boy, tomorrow morning, it's still -5 Celsius at 925 millibars, which is maybe 2,000 feet up, somewhere around there. And then I go look at temperature higher up and it's above freezing at the same time. That tells me that there's a layer of warm air at the cloud level. It's colder down here. And then at the surface, it's wherever the surface is. So if we got rain falling through a cold layer, if the cold air is deep enough, you'll get sleet. If the cold air is shallow at the bottom, you'll get freezing rain. Okay? So we know what will begin as snow will probably end as a little bit of ice just because of that temperature profile in the first 5,000 feet. It's pretty interesting when you see that, actually. You know, it's pretty cool. So, yeah, I don't know if you could comment on this thing. Looks like 4 people are watching. That's great. Can you guys do comments? Yeah, it says chat is disabled. I'm going to have to figure that out because I'm on YouTube with you. I'm going to have to check the settings on that because we want you to chat, man. Right? We want you to interact with us. So, yeah, all right. So more on this. So this is, again, 850 millibars, 5,000 feet up tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. It's +1, okay? Now I'm going to go look at 700 millibars. Doesn't matter as much, but it's below 0 up there, okay? What's more important is what is the surface temperature? So this is 10 a.m. tomorrow, and you can notice that little thumb in the Finger Lakes of colder air, sub-freezing air. So that's why freezing rain is a concern in Yates County, Ontario. Those areas, we're going to see some freezing rain on contact. But again, to be clear, this isn't going to be a long duration event, okay? This isn't going to last too long. If I show you the amount of precip we're going to get, total precip, you can look at these numbers here. So this is snow, rain, everything, okay? So the numbers aren't even that scary. When we had our ice storm in 1991, we had numbers that were like whack 1 to 2 inches of ice, liquid on trees and power lines. So when you look at 0.05 of an inch or even 0.15 of an inch of precip, even if that fell all as freezing rain, it's not going to be a big impact here. So bolsters our case that this won't be a big deal. But look for the timing about 6 a.m. through about 9 or 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. You know, is it possible there's enough freezing rain initially to delay a couple of schools down south? Yeah, it's possible. I wouldn't be surprised you wake up in the morning, put on the big wham, and you see some of that going on. So anyway, all right, this is your update right now. I'm sorry I don't have a way for you to chat with me, but I promise you we're going to do more YouTubes on 13 Wham. We're going to get more people viewing, and we'll get you to be involved too on the stream, okay? So until then, have a good night. Be safe tomorrow.